Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slang Hope. I got another video for y'all. This video is about how you are never going to fully understand women, but you must know this about them, right? Let me go to the video clip real quick.
A wise man once said, if you understand why pizza is made round, packed into a square box, and eaten as a triangle, then, my friend, you'll understand women.
Now you heard what he said? If you understand why pizza is made round, put it into a box, square box, and eaten as a triangle. Come on, bro. Like, he just gave us the formula. We don't know why they do that. Why is pizza round? We don't know. Why is it put in a square box? We don't know. Why we eat it like a triangle? That might be the only answer we might have. Oh, because it might be easier to hold. That might be the only answer we got. But we don't got an answer to the other two, right? And that's the point. We probably not gonna get the answer. We probably not gonna understand why. And the same thing goes. We're not going to understand women. We're not gonna understand why they do and say the stupid shit that they do and say, right? We're not going to understand why they don't never know what they want to eat, right? We're not gonna understand why they don't know what they want to wear. We're not gonna understand why they don't know where they want to go. This is why most of the time women like men who are decisive, because a lot of times you are going to be making decisions for them, right? We don't know why they say they don't know where they want to eat and it doesn't matter, but then when you take them somewhere or you bring a certain type of food, even though they said it didn't matter, they got a problem now. Oh, I don't want to eat that. But when I asked you, what did you want to eat? You said you didn't know. So we don't know why they do that shit. Or they'll be like, I'm hungry, but I don't know what I want to eat. And then when you make suggestions, it's, again, don't give yourself a brain aneurysm trying to understand some of these sisters. I'm going to give you another clip.
Hey, y'all ready to get something to eat?
What are you doing? Get out!
Hey, come on, damn!
We're in our underwear, seriously, dude?
My bad. Hey, what's up, y'all ready for the pool?
Yes. Yeah. Jonah, all right, phone inside.
Yeah, all right, let's go.
Prime example. One video, they got their underwears on, and they made a whole big deal about the men seeing them in their underwear. And the next scene, they got bathing suits on. Bathing suit set and bra and panty is literally the same shit. It's the same shit, but no logic. There's no logic behind it. I told my girlfriend that one time, right? I was like, would you walk outside in your bra and panties? And she was like, no. She said, like, I was like, why not? She was like, because, like, I don't want nobody, like, looking at me. I don't want to be exposed and everybody watching, like, my body parts. I said, but you go to the beach. And she was, like, stuck on stupid. And it's like, yeah, you go to the beach. You show your body parts at the beach. There's a lot of people you don't know that's just looking around, looking at you. He was like, oh, but that's different. Is it really different? Is it? But anyway, it's a whole bunch of other shit, man. Like, look at this other clip, man. Look at this other clip. But look at this other clip.
What do you guys think? Is a man that pays for everything considered a gentleman?
Hell yeah.
Do you feel like if a man invites you out, right, and you happen to come out with one or two of your friends, if he didn't pay for all your friends, he's not considered a gentleman?
Not a gentleman.
Right. So you feel like if you did come out and you happen to bring a couple of your friends with you and he chose to pay for yours or not pay for everybody's, that will eliminate him from being a gentleman?
I would never speak to him again.
Okay.
Yeah, because why would he come around? I
mean,
why would you? I mean, that's a gentleman thing. If
No, I'm
I
saying he
can't,
didn't know. I'm just saying, like, he invited you out and you popped up to a couple of your friends.
yeah,
So I just want,
yeah, it's fine. 5 is fine. I'm gonna come up with 5.
I mean, it depends the situation.
He's dating you, he invited you out, and he really thinks he's going out with you. He really thinks that, it's a date. And you pop up because you're out with your friends, you just left the bar. They want to still be with you, and they end up coming.
I guess my situations is always a little bit different because, first of all, if it's a date, he gotta pay for everybody in this room.
Right.
He ain't trying to let nobody step on his toes and pay for nothing that I got. So I'm be like, nah, you know, my people's got it because my people's don't like to be disrespected.
Right.
So yeah, nah, for me, it's all of us getting taken out to eat. We all eating good because I ain't going home. I ain't going home getting called. You let your food.
This is just some of the examples, man, of the stupidity. Now, again, it's not all the sisters, but it's just the stupidity that comes out of women's mouth, right? Like, it's just outrageous. Some of the shit that like, it's like, but they want to make it seem like they're logical people, right? They want to make it seem like they be making sense. They want to make it seem like they can compete with the logic of men. And a lot of times they just really can't. And I'm not even, some people are not going to like it, right? But it is what it is. Like, we're never going to understand, like, why you getting beat by a dude and you don't leave him. Like, why you in that, like, we can understand, like, all right, maybe you don't got nowhere to go and you're stuck living with him. But in situations where you're not even stuck living with him, you don't live with him, he probably live with you. Like, it be so many different scenarios. It's like, to us, to men, it's like, if you don't like how you're being treated, leave, right? But then it's just, when it comes to women, it's like, well, you don't understand because understand what? So this is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. We're not going to understand why they do certain shit. We're not going to understand why they say things like, oh, I won't cook or clean or do laundry for a dude that's not my husband, but they will smash a dude that's not their husband raw and let them nut in them and get them pregnant. No logic. That shit, you can never even draw any understanding out of that. You won't cook, clean, or do somebody's laundry that's not your husband, but you will let a dude nut in you, impregnate you, and smash you raw that's not your husband. Look at the priorities. Look at the logic. We never going to understand that. You go into circles where you know people don't like you, they got beef with you, they talk shit about you, but you still go there. See, us, to men, it's like, if I know they don't like me over there, I'm not going to really go over there. If I know these group of people going to be talking shit about me, I'm not going to hang out with them. If I know this person is treating me bad, I'm not going to go around them. But our sisters, they seem to, I don't know what be wiring up there, right? And there's a whole bunch of examples of things that they do that just don't make any sense. And I be trying to tell the brothers, like, some shit we just not going to get. We not going to get it. Like, another example, they say things like they want a good man, but then when you have had good men, you leave them, right? Like, why? It doesn't make sense. It's something that we are not going to understand. Like, you would sit here and say, I want a man that does this, X, Y, Z, boom, boom, boom. And then when you get it, you leave. You leave the situation. And then you complain about there are no good men. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like you leave an abusive relationship and then you still want to be friends with your abuser. It doesn't make sense. This is probably like the last video I'm gonna show y'all. It's like the last video I'm gonna show y'all.
Bro, what do we gotta have Jada though? What do we gotta have? Like, what's on the list? Like, give us the objectives. But
I feel like to be my, you gotta be hood. I don't want nothing that's not hood. You gotta carry a gun. You don't carry a gun, I don't want you in my space.
Jada, like, he couldn't be like a soccer player, like a billion dollar soccer player. Like, he gotta have that like gangsta greasy to him. But you are like a suburban girl, like you're.
I know. I literally am a suburban girl, like private school, Catholic school. But I always was attracted to.
So you just like a thug thing.
Yeah.
Okay, like what do we gotta look like? Do you want him to have like a nice physique, like, or he
I like my ugly.
Just
cute.
a gun. That's all that he needs.
I'm kidding y'all about the gun. Like, y'all are dragging.
She gonna say she kidding about the gun, but a lot of chicks think like that, right? And of course, some of the video clips that I use are a little extreme, but on the main focus of this is that our sister's brain is wired, you know, to live. They like these chaotic states. I said this in other videos. If you look at their friendships, right? Men mindset is more set up to build solutions, right? Even when girls call their homegirls, they vent. They vent and they just want to talk shit and gossip, right? When you call a man is going to try to give you solutions to your problems. But a lot of times these sisters don't want solutions. They just want to vent. Like a girl call a girl like, girl, remember what's her name? Yo, she did XYZ. They be like, well, I ain't like her anyway. Like, yo, she was dirty. She was, I always knew. No solution. They just rambling on the phone about homegirl. You call a man to vent, he going to be like, well, you shouldn't, I don't think you should be hanging out with her. You know, maybe you should get some different friends. Maybe they don't want to hear that. Right? So even in that, but I noticed that, yeah, they just like to live in these chaotic states. They like chasing the dudes that don't want them, right? They like chasing the bad boys. They like being in, and I'm not understanding why, and I'm not even gonna try to. And of course, we could get into the whole Stockholm syndrome and how they was raised as children and X, Y, Z, blase, blah. But overall, they're gonna do little things that we just not going to understand. We're not going to understand why they tell you to pack your shit, but then they tell you to stay. We're not going to understand why they hang up the phone on you, but then expect you to call them back. We're not going to understand. We're not going to understand a lot of the shit that they do, man. But you must know this. They're going to do some stupid shit. They're going to do some stupid shit, say some stupid shit, some irrational shit. And I think the goal is just getting with the woman who is the least, I don't want to say the least, the dumbest, but that's basically what it is. Like, you get with the woman who has the most rationale, the least of these issues, right, that you might have to deal with. But know that they're gonna come with some type of irrationality, and you're gonna have to kind of like pick up the slack for like your partner. But let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Stay blessed. Peace.